sack until a meat show. Yeah, alright, bitch. Welcome to the meat show. Freak show. My life I'm seen. I shoot porno. This big thing. She smoking dick. I'm a crib. I just blew a ring. This bitch said I'm the next big thing. Bitch, shut the fuck up and suck this big thing. Crack a bitch. I ain't even got no cocaine. She smoking dick. I'm a crib. I just blew a ring.
Welcome everyone to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And the Lakers starting five. Westbrook and Walker in the backcourt. LeBron James out there with Johnson. And it's Davis in at the center position. And for the Warriors, the core of the dynasty all on the floor. Curry and Clay, the guards, with Draymond up front at the four. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Wiseman. Well, Clark, I think I speak for all of the NBA family in saying that we are eager to get this season underway.
Always, B.A. You know, we love the fact that each new season brings a clean slate for everybody. Players, coaches, announcers, fans. It doesn't matter what you did last season. Everybody starts at ground zero this season.
Now, here is James. Pass to Westbrook. Johnson with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
The Warriors are back to contending for championships.
Yes, they are. A testament to their perseverance and belief in themselves. They knew once they got healthy, they would be a threat. And they've been a fun team to watch as they get back to form. Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
To the inside, Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Curry's shot is off. Walker against Thompson. Outside Walker. Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Boy, Davis, a game-wrecking presence around the basket. Excellent agility for a big guy.
Good work there as it goes.
Not sure why he went with the leaner, but the shot goes in, and that's all that matters.
Curry against Westbrook. The 3, James. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
You know, it's not only his size and strength and athleticism, but Davis's timing is so special. That's why he boards it so well.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Curry, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Lakers?
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass. There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
There's the foul to try to stop the break, but that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here.
Second team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles. Lonnie Walker the 4th. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Walker.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's Westbrook. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 11.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Westbrook outside. Now James. Pass to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Give him 8.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from him. You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And here's Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Green with the ball. Shoots over Johnson. And again, it's Golden State.
The closer the better for Draymond, but once he's in his comfort zone, he's good to go.
James outside. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Kuminga comes in for Green. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Poole in for Curry. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Bryant, he's checked in for Davis. Toscano Anderson comes in for Johnson. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for LeBron. And Reeves is subbed in for Walker. Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
As for the Lakers, you think this is the last team LeBron plays for?
You know, B.A., he certainly wants to play with his son. We know that. Now, whether that's in the purple and gold, only time will tell. It would definitely be fun to see them both with this storied franchise.
Now here's Westbrook. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Westbrook. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range. Horton Tucker on the wing. Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors trailing. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Here's Kuminga. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. The drive by Westbrook. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors.
And they ended up in the top 10 in shooting percentage. A nice place to be. They did a nice job of running their offense.
And they really love to push the ball, finishing in the top 5 in fast break points. They were a fun team to watch. Here's Poole, and there's another one for the Warriors. Two-for-one opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Inside, here's Bryant, and then Bryant with the dunk.
Now put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
The Lakers in the lead. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, there's the alley.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by Poole. Pass to Reeves. Back to Horton Tucker. Here's Toscano Anderson. That one rolls around and rims out. And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for the Lakers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors Youth Kids team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Green and Looney together inside. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Thompson in at the three. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Here's Toscano Anderson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. LeBron led the NBA in assists during this 2020 title season, with the Lakers becoming the second oldest player ever to lead the league in that category.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Looney passes to Green from outside the arc. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Man, that assist title for LeBron. An incredible accomplishment for someone of his size, Clark.
I bet you didn't know this, B.A., or maybe you did, because you are a factoid machine, but the only player taller than LeBron to lead the league in assists, Wilt Chamberlain, when you throw in winning the Bubble Championship Finals MVP, 2020 might have been LeBron's finest season.
Now here's Davis. He's got 12.
You know, with each season in the league, AD's become more of a facilitator. Actually, he's much more aware of how to make plays for his teammates.
And it's Green missing. The Lakers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Reeves. Here's Walker, and he makes it on the layup. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
The shot by Looney, no good. The Lakers have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And there's James from the arc. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Green for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And finished off by Davis.
Things really rolling for AD now. This could be a big night for him.
Here's Green. Davis for the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State.
Yes, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Davis. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Boy, AD's showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
Pure from 3-point range. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow, so you got to give some latitude to the physicality, and I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage, and it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluid.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Wiseman, he's checked in for Looney. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Wiggins in for DiVincenzo. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. They double-team Curry to the middle. Here's Wiseman. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Down low. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt. Perhaps the biggest surprise of the league last year, the Lakers missing the playoffs. Before the season, lots of people had them winning it all.
And a disappointing 2021-22 season for the Lakers, Clark. What went wrong?
Well, they just couldn't stay healthy, B.A., and we know that's such a critical component when you're talking about trying to win it all. I mean, you got to be healthy. Injuries to LeBron and AD, They missed a combined 78 games. You're not winning anything when your top players don't play at least 80% of your game. It's not happening. That's almost a full season missed between those two guys. And so when you're older, sometimes the injury bugaboo can jump up and bite you, and it sure got the Lakers last season.
And the Lakers have possession. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. James passes to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, he'll get him the ball.
And he gets that one.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
And he's going for the lob. And finished off by Davis.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
The Warriors shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Here's Wiseman. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Wiseman's got 11 points.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter that I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Davis has got 24.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now James. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Westbrook driving to the basket, takes it into the teeth of the D, and converts the layup.
Russ is at his best when he's playing downhill. Pedal to the metal, attacking the cup.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Lakers on top, leading by just 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Hello, basketball fans. Anthony Davis has been the story of this game so far. An incredible start.
Playing with that high motor, beasting on the glass. He's just outworking them.
You know they say effort is a skill. Well, we're seeing that skill in action.
And now, let's take a glance ahead at the games on the docket. Here's the upcoming schedule. And I'm sure folks at home are looking at that schedule and thinking about making some friendly wagers. What about you, big fella?
Not me, Ernie. I'm smart with my money. I only invest in safe bets.
Like pizza.
Hey, don't laugh, Kenny. People always need pizza.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for the Lakers. Walker is the 2 with LeBron playing the 3. Davis out there with Johnson. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Now, here is James. Here's Walker. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Walker's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Anthony Davis, clearly a team-first guy. He's got special talent, but he's not afraid to share the ball either.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
James against Wiggins. James passes to Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
And Anthony Davis on the NBA's top 75 list. Grant, you think that was a controversial selection?
Well, I mean, it was mostly due to how young Davis still is. You can't argue with the all-NBA selection and numbers. And, of course, being a recent champion may have put him over the top.
Now here's Thompson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
We highlight Thompson's scoring often, but right there, just a great read to get it to the open teammate.
Curry against Westbrook. Pass to James. Inside, here's Johnson, and he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And that one's good. Green.
Hey, good follow through by Green. He doesn't get thrown off by the aggressive defense there.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Snatched up. Davis. And Davis slams it home.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Wiggins with it, and Walker picks him up defensively. 2 points. That one goes. Wiggins has got 6.
Surveying the defense, Wiggins makes a good decision. Little floater over the top. That was the ideal shot for that circumstance.
Here's Reeves. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Walker for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. And again, it's Golden State.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Pass to Reeves. There's the 3. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. For the lead. And it's good on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Walker. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Now here's DiVincenzo. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, that's a nice play. DiVincenzo's a bankable jump shooter from just about any range.
And Grant, so much young talent for the Warriors. Many said they should trade for veterans, but they resisted.
And they won a title anyways. I mean, with the salary cap perhaps their greatest obstacle, having contributors on cost-controlled rookie contracts sure helps.
The Lakers have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the 3rd. And it's Toscano Anderson penetrating. Bryant, the pass to Johnson. No good on the 3. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the 3rd. Here's DiVincenzo, and it's good for 2. DiVincenzo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Outstanding focus from Donte DiVincenzo, not allowing a bump to throw him off his shot there. Good concentration.
To the paint. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Walker. Johnson's got 16 points now.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
From the elbow. And again, it's Golden State.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for the Lakers. Westbrook comes in for Walker. The Lakers trail. Here's Reeves. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Golden State has got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. Nice shot by Kuminga.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
The Lakers have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Pass to Horton Tucker. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Pass to Horton Tucker from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Poole outside. Here's Kuminga. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Warriors ahead. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started.
Fans, give it up for your Warriors.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. All 3 shooters are out there. The splash triplets. Curry, Clay, and Poole. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with James Wiseman. That's the Warriors 5. Curry, that's good.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And finished off by Davis.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Davis with it, guarded now by Wiseman. James outside. They get it back. Here's Westbrook. Goes back up. The shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. To the inside. And Wiseman the bucket on the assist by Kuminga. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
To the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch. You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Here's Westbrook. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
The Lakers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Inside. Toscano Anderson gets the bucket.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists. Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Down low. Right side Davis. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pulls it. Again, Golden State.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. And the Lakers call time here. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what the Lakers coach was going over with his guys. He really got into them, saying, quote, "You guys aren't playing hard enough. Forget the X's and O's. We need to play with passion. Let's just see that for the last part of this game, guys."
And Allie, thank you for that.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me, the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
The shot by James, no good.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Knocks it down from distance.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Johnson, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
And a deep three from Curry. Here's Wiseman, and he drains another one. He's now 10 of 11 from the field.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Curry, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Westbrook. The kick out to Walker. Takes a three. The rebound by Wiggins. Golden State has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. A quick shot there. It's off target. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. James with the ball. Three-pointer, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Warriors.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Now here's Wiggins. Again, the Warriors score.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
And he makes it.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And finished off by Davis.
And he continues to put in work in the paint.
On the attack, Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
A strong take. Draymond is as fierce a competitor as we've ever seen. He plays with incredible intensity.
Outside Walker, three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State. From deep, Wiseman. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Stephen, a slow start. Did something feel different for you in the second half?
Nah, just made some shots. That's really the best explanation I got for you. We got challenged at halftime in terms of getting a little edge around what we were trying to accomplish tonight. It took us a while to really gain momentum in this game.
Well, the adjustments paid off. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you later.